Right. Okay. So today we are going to discuss the complementary angles and supplementary angles. Sorry. Very important. Very important. Right. Complementary angles and supplementary angles. Sorry. Right. So the what do you know about complementary angles and supplementary angles? In your school, did you do that? This lesson or rather make? Please raise your hands or please send Y if you have already completed this lesson in your school.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yes. Okay. Nice. Still no. Right? If you already have started or if you already have completed this lesson in your school, please send Y. Otherwise, N to the chat. Chat down. Oh, nice. So you have done maybe. Okay. Right. Most of you haven't done it. Okay. So, however, so I will tell you something. I will tell you something. You need to remember this one. Very small tip. Alright. Now we are going to talk about complementary angles and supplementary angles. Alright. Complementary angles and supplementary angles. Alright. Right. For very short, right? Complementary, I will say complementary C. Complementary C. Right? Supplementary is S. Right? Complementary C. Supplementary S. Right? When you hear the word complementary, that means C. You need to remember 90 degrees. Right? You need to remember the 90 degrees. When you hear the word supplementary, that means S. 180 degrees. Right? Right? Still, I am giving you a small tip. Now, this, if you know this tip, the all complementary angles and the supplementary angles are covered. Make a dannavada, you can do anything. Right? So, C for complementary 90 degrees. Then S for supplementary 180 degrees. Done. Right? Now, please keep this in your mind. C for 90, S for 180. Okay? C for 90, S for 180. Right? Right. Okay. So, page number 3, our topic is complementary angles and supplementary angles. Right? Right. So, this is our topic that we are going to talk about. First of all, we have complementary angles. Complementary angles are C for 90 degrees. Okay. Right. Keep that in your mind. Later we want that. Right. So, Buddha, first of all, I am going to talk about complementary angles. Right. Complementary angles. Right. So, Buddha, for the complementary angles, I told you complementary angles are referring 90 degrees. Right? So, how can I make 90 degrees by adding two angles? How can I build? How can I form, right, 90-degree angle by adding two angles? Right. So, if I add two acute angles, right, if I add two acute angles,
it must be 90 degrees, sir.
excellent, right? So, If I add two acute angles, if the summation equals to 90 degrees, if the summation equal to 90 degrees, those two angles are saying complementary angles. It's okay, right? Now focus on the board, right? Focus on the board, right? So I am drawing an acute angle like this. Acute angle and this is 30 degrees, right? This is 30 degrees, right? And I will draw another acute angle. This one. This is 60 degrees. Now I have two acute angle. One acute angle is the magnitude 30 degrees. The other acute angle is the magnitude of 60 degrees. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to add these two together. Here we have 30 degrees plus here I have 60 degrees. 30 plus 60 gives you 90 degrees. Nice. So if I merge these two, right? If I add these two angles, I will get something like this. Anyway, okay, 90 degrees angle. Then this is 90 degrees angle. Right? This angle is 30 degrees. This angle is 60 degrees. So this is it. I will use a different pen. Right? I will use a different pen. This one. Right? So we call this angle and this angle, right, are complementary angles, right? Why is that? This acute angle and this acute angle are called complementary angles. Why? Because the summation of those two angles equals to 90 degrees, right? Summation of those two angles equals to 90 degrees, so that we call these two angles, acute angles, are complementary angles, right? Okay, please draw this one, right? Like this. Draw it fast. Starts. Right. Right, done. Okay. Right. Are Now we are going to write down the definition of the complementary angles. So you already know the definition, correct? So the definition is, right, Here we have two pair of acute angles, right? Pair of acute angles. The summation is equal to 90 degrees. So that these pair of angles are called complementary angles. Right? Right. Keep that in your mind. Right. Now we are going to write definition of complementary angles. Today, in page number 4, on top of that page, there is a small box name. Right. Inside that box, please write definition of complementary angles. Page number 4. On top of that, right? On top of the page, you have a small box. On right in that box, please write definition of complementary angles, and you can write the definition with me. Right? Okay. If the sum of pair of acute angles, right? If the sum of pair of acute angles is 90 degrees, comma, then that pair of angles is called is called a pair of complementary angles. Complementary angles. If the sum of pair of acute angles is 90 degrees, comma, then, right, that pair of angles is called a pair of complementary angles, right? Complementary angles, right? Complementary 90 degrees. Complementary 90 degrees. Complementary 90 degrees. C 90 degrees. C 90 degrees. Correct? Right. Then we are going to take care of, right? Then we are going to consider about, now we know what are the complementary angles, right? We are going to consider about supplementary angles. It is something like the opposite of this again. Right? Supplementary angles, right? Complementary Malli, supplementary Ayya. Right? Okay. Complementary junior brother, supplementary elder brother, right? 180, right? 90. Right? Right. Okay. So I will draw another pair of angles, right? Another two angles. Like previously, when you have complementary angles, I draw two acute angles. Right? Two acute angles. so that the sum is equal to 90 degrees for complementary angles. Now we are discussing the supplementary angles. Now I am going to draw one acute angle and one obtuse angle. Right? Now already I have one acute angle 60 degrees. Right? Now I am going to draw an obtuse angle, right, which is greater than 90 degrees. Right? Now if I draw something like this, this is my obtuse angle. The magnitude I will say 120 degrees. 120 degrees. Right? So if I show you the magnitude 120 degree plus 60 degrees, what will happen? 120 degrees plus 60 degrees, right, equals 120 plus 60, 180 degrees. Right? Nice. Right? So supplementary summation of the obtuse angle and the acute angle equals to 180 degrees. Right? So that these two angles are supplementary angles. Right? So it is something like this. This is 60. This is 120. Right? So very easily what you need to know is, if you have two angles, if you get the summation of that two angles, the magnitude will be equal to 180. So you can say those two angles are supplementary. Right? Now again you are having another pair of angles. If you get the summation of that particular pair of angles, right, equal to 90 degrees. So that you can say that, right, those pair of angles are complementary angles. If the summation equals to 90, it becomes complementary. If the summation equals 180, it becomes supplementary for those two pair of angles. Alright? Okay, please draw this one and write this. Chirak nae. Whatever. පුතේ මේ හරි ලේසි හොදේ. හරි පට්ට ඉසි හොදේ මේවා. ගොඩක් ලේසි. Right. Definition of supplementary. Now we are going to write definition of supplementary angles. Right? It is same like the previous. Right? So there is a box down there, right? After the supplementary angles subtitle, right? There is a box down there. So we can write inside it. Right? If the sum of pair of angles, right? If the sum of pair of angles, here you will be having angles only. Yeah? So you know what are the two angles, obtuse angle and acute angle, doesn't matter. Right? So if the sum of pair of angles is 180 degrees, then that pair of angles is called a pair of complementary angles. Sorry, supplementary angles. Right. That's all. හරි. පොඩි පොඩ්ඩක් පැත්තකින් ලියා ගන්න. හරි. මෙන්න මේක කොටු කරලා තියාගන්න. For your knowledge. හරි. Complementary. This is 90 degrees. Right. The summation equals, right, sum 90 degrees. Supplementary summation 180 degrees. So that you can remember this. C90 S180. C90 S180. Primary. Examples for complementary angles. Examples for complementary angles. First one. Right? What are they asking? What are they asking? Examples for complementary angles. Page number 4. The bottom part. First one. Find the complementary angle of 45 degrees. How we are going to find that? Complementary angle of 45 degrees. So
90 degrees minus 45 degrees.
Excellent. So when you are finding the complementary angle of a given angle, right? Complementary angle of a given angle. So I will write complementary angle of 45 degrees. Sorry, 45 degrees. They are asking complementary angle. When you hear the word, you need to remember this one, right? 90 degrees. Complementary angle of 45. Right? So this is again an acute angle. Right? So you are going to find again the magnitude of another angle which is already acute, because this is complementary angle. Right? If you want to find the complementary angle of 45 degrees, what you are going to do is, right, you are going to subtract this 45 degrees from 90. Right? So the complementary angle of 45 degrees is equal to 45 degrees again, right? This is how we are going to find the complementary angle of any given angle. Right? This is how we are going to find the complementary angle of any given angle. So 45 degrees angle, the complementary of this 45 degree angle can be found 90 minus 45 degrees. So the answer should be 45 degrees. Right? Right. Please write this in failure. Calculate the, again they are asking complement of 68 degrees. This is the second one, right? So Buddha, here as well, what you are going to do, right? This is a type of way that you can, that they can ask from you to find the complementary angle. This is the first way. Find the complementary angle of this 45 degrees. In another way, they can ask from you the complementary angles, right? Calculate the complement of 68 degrees. Calculate the complement of 68 degrees. What you are going to do? Complement. Complement now. The summation should be 90 degrees. There. So complement of 68 degrees. So how we are going to find that? You are going to get the negation. Hari? මම ඔයාලා කියයි කියලා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ ආවේ නෑ උත්තරේ. හරි? You are going to get the negation. අඩු කරන්න යන්නේ. හරිද? So you are going to subtract 68 degrees from 90 if you want to find the complement angle of 68 degrees. Complement angle of 68 degrees. Right? So if you want to find the complement angle of 68 degrees, what you are going to do is 90 minus 68 degrees, like this. So that you can get the complement angle. 90 minus 68 will give you 22 degrees. Right? So this is something like this. This is 45 degrees. Right? This is 45 degrees. And the complement angle of this 45 is this. 45 degrees. Right? Complement angle. So if I draw the picture for this one, make it a picture, right? So you can draw this one as well. The summation of the two angles should be 90 degrees. That is the meaning of complement. Complement means 90 degrees. So this is the full summation. We are having 68 degree angle here, right? This is my 68 degree angle, right? This is my 68 degree angle, right? And this becomes the complement. Meaning the complement. This is the complement, right? So this is 22. So that the full, right? Full angle is 90 degrees. Right? If you get the summation of 68 and 22, it gives you the complement angle, right? Total summation 90 degrees. 68 plus 22, 90 degrees. Right? Calculate the complement angle of this. Right? Just you have to subtract from 90 when you are asking the complement angle of any given angle. So same thing you have to do for the supplementary angle as well when it comes to supplementary angles. Right? Okay. So try to do the third one. You have to find the pairs of complementary angles from A, B, C, D, E. From A, B, C, D, E. Third example. Right? Page number 4, third example, the bottom one. Select the pairs of complementary angles, right, from A, B, C, D, E. So how we are going to find it? Right? Do it and send it to the chat. What are the pair of angles? The summation should be equal to 90 degrees. The summation should be equal to 90 degrees. Do it fast.
Sir, what is the question?
Okay, page number 4, third question. Page number 4, third question, on the bottom of the page. Sorry, in a maker. you have to choose the complementary angles, right? From A, B, C, D, E. Right. I think Agdasari has done. She has sent me pair of angles. Okay. So you have to check the summation now. Dirisha may send me as pairs. You can pair එකක් විදියට එවන්න. Right? So pair of angles. What pair of angles are getting the 90-degree summation? Right? So P comma Q, C comma D. Right? Then X comma Y. Likewise, so on and so forth. So that I can identify. So you have to add ne? Sinara. Okay. CD. මොකද හේතුව CD වෙන්නේ? Okay, Nithula has sent me something. So Nithula, there are 3 angles together. හරිද? Send me as a pair of angles, right? Here, because they are asking from you, right? Select the pairs. Okay? Select the pairs. You have to choose a couple. හරිද? දෙන්නෙක්ව තෝරන්න ඕනේ දෙකක්. Right? Select the pairs of complementary angles. Actually, 32. No. Chirag, I am asking from here. Okay, now look at the board. Sorry, look at the screen. I will discuss. Right. Now, if you add A and B, right, if you add A and B, what is the magnitude? If you add A and B, what is the magnitude? Here you have A, which is 58. Right? 58 plus B is 33, right? 8 plus 3, 11. Remaining 1. 5 plus 3, 8 plus 9. This is 91 degrees, more than 90 degrees. So, A comma B is not a complementary angle, right? Is not a pair of complementary angles. A comma B is not valid. A valid, right? That is wrong. So, I will clear it. Right? We cannot choose A and B. Right? Then A and C, right? A and C. Can we get that? Let's take what is the magnitude of A? A 58. Magnitude of C 24, right? So let's get the summation of this pair. 8 plus 4 12. 1. 5 plus 2 7. 7 plus 1 82. No need. So A and C is also not pair of complementary angles. So we cannot get that one as well. A and D, by looking at the values, you can say no. A is 58. D is 72. 7 plus 5 is more than 120 something. Yes. A and E? No. 58 plus 66 more than 90 degrees. Right? So then B and C. 33 plus 24. It is less than 90 degrees. Ne? So we cannot get B and C as well. B and D? No, it is more than 90 degrees. B and D we cannot get. More than 90 degrees. So we cannot get. B and B and E. It is 99 degrees. So we cannot take B and E as well. Right? That is not suitable. C and E. What can you say about C and E? If you add this pair, right? 24 plus 66. 6 plus 4, 10. Remaining 1. 6 plus 2, 8 plus 1. 9. Super. 9. So, C and E is a answer. It is a pair of complementary angles. Yeah, right? C and E. Then D and E. No. Only answer is C and E. Right? When we make a C and E. Right? If you get the answer C and E, yes, it is correct. Over. So the summation should be 90 degrees equal to the 90 degrees. Correct? The summation of the angles that you are choosing from here, it should be equal to 90 degrees. Right. So I will tell this one again. If you want to find the complementary angle of 45 degrees, what you are going to do? You are going to subtract 45 from 90 degrees. Right? Minus 45 degrees. So the answer will be again 45 degrees. So this is the complementary angle of 45. The answer is 45. Calculate the complement of 68 degrees. So they are asking find the complementary angle of 68 degrees in the second place. So again you are going to get the subtraction, right? Again you are going to get the subtraction like 90 minus 68 degrees. So that the answer will be 22 degrees. Right? So this is 6. Find the complementary angle of 45. 90 minus 45. The answer is 45. Right? This is the answer. Calculate the complement of 68. Again, same thing they are asking in a different manner. 90 degrees minus 68 degrees equal to 22 degrees. Right? So this is the complement of 68. Complement of 68 is 22. Complement of 45 is 45. Get the subtraction from 9. Right. Okay. We are going to do the next couple of examples for the supplementary angles. So for the third one, the answer is C, comma E. That is the pair. Right? Right. Could you please send me the answer for the first one? Right? Now you know how to do. Oh, this is not complementary. Huh? This is supplementary. Here it should be supplementary. Supplementary angles. Find supplementary angle of 18 degrees. Calculate the supplement of 168. Please send me the answers for first one and second one. Do it fast. I need to see who finishes first. This is supplementary. Please send the answer to the main chat. I need both answers, right, so that I can get the first place. I need both answers. I need both answers at once so that I can say who is the first. Okay, Hirusha got the first place. Chiran, that is nothing else. I will explain it to you at the end. Shall I do that like that? Like that? ඒක ඉච්චර ලොකු දෙයක් කරේ නෑ. I discussed the homework that we did in last week, right? I will tell you it at the end of the class, right? What did that correct, right? We did the complementary angles only. Yes, yes. You guys are sending me the answer, right? Yeah. Second place, Abdusar, then third place for net meter, right? Devhara. Yes, Budaya, the answer is yes. Just send me the answer. Senula, okay? Nice. So, how this becomes 182? You are subtracting from 180. The second answer is correct. First answer is right. It is more than 180. Eh?
Typing mistake, sir.
Typing mistake. ඒක ගැන කියන්නේ. හරි ඔය. Make a what is your name? Wait. What is the word? Here you have the word supplementary. Supplementary. What is the magnitude that you need to remember if you hear the word supplementary? It is 180 degrees, right? 0, 1, 6, 7, 9. So 180 degrees. If you hear the word supplementary, you need to remember this 180 degrees. Now they are asking from you, find the supplementary angle of 18 degrees. Find the supplementary angle of 18 degrees. Now, how we are going to do that? Right? You are just going to do the subtraction 180 degrees. Subtract 18 degrees. Right? So the rest is 180 minus 18 means 162 degrees. Sorry. Then again, same question, right? Find the supplementary angle of this, right? Same question asked in different way. Calculate the supplement of 168. Supplement. Supplement. Right? When you hear the word supplement, you need to remember 180 degrees. So they are asking from you, calculate the supplement of 168. So that you are going to get the subtraction from 180. Right? You are going to subtract 168 from 180. So the answer is 12 degrees. So answer is 12 degrees. So this is something like this. Right? So supplementary angles gives you the summation which is equal to 180 degrees. That means straight angle 180 degrees. Right? So they have given you an 80 degree angle here. Right? 80 degree angle here. So the magnitude of this angle is, I will use a different color. Magnitude of this angle is 80 degrees. Right? Magnitude of this angle is 80 degrees. They are asking the supplementary angle. Supplementary angle is this. Supplementary angle is this. Right? This supplementary angle is minimum. Right? This big one, obtuse angle. Right? So you are going to find the supplementary angle. You are going to find the magnitude of this supplementary angle. How we are going to find? If this small acute angle is 18 degrees, right? You are going to get the subtraction 180 minus 18 degrees. So this angle magnitude is 162, right? 162. That is the thing, right? Now, in a different way, they have given calculate the supplement of 168. Right? It is something like this. So you have a straight line, right? Straight line. On top of that, you have 160-degree angle in the mirror. Right? 168. This angle is 168 degree. Right? This angle is 168 degree. Right? So they are asking the supplement of that 168. Supplement of this 168 means the rest of the angle, this acute angle, minimum. Right? This small acute angle, right? Small one. So how we are going to find this small acute angle? Supplement of this 168. You are going to get the subtraction 180 minus 168. So the value of this acute angle will be 12 degrees. Right? So if you want, you can draw this one as well so that you can understand. Right? Chirat.
No, sir.
Did you understood how to find the supplementary angles? තේරුණා?
තේරෙනවා සර් නමුත් ඒ කියන්නේ ඔක්කොටම තේරුණා.
Right. Right. So good. So if someone asks from you find supplementary angle of any given angle, you need to subtract the given angle from 180 degree. Very short way, in a very short way. When they are asking find the complementary angle of any given angle, right? You need to get the subtraction from total 90 degree. Right? For now, just keep this thing in your mind. Make a always yagan. Right. Supplementary na 180, complementary na 90. So keep this in your mind. Alright, that is okay for now. Right. Arubudi. Now do the third one. You may select the pairs of complementary angles. I think some of you have done. Yeah, you have already done that. When you are doing this, right, select the pairs of complementary angles. You need to find which pair gives you the 180 because the summation should be 180. Right?
Sir.
It should be supplementary. Yeah? Please correct it as supplementary. Oh, they call the answer me.
No, sir, I was going to tell that.
Okay, thank you. Right. Okay. So you are sending me the answers. Yes. Yeah, Chandra, I am seeing because I am missing your answers because you are sending me inbox. Right? මම මේ chat එක දිහා බැලුවේ. Right? Right. So Buddha, here what you are going to do, right? When you are going to select the, okay, I will explain this in the board. මම මේක board එකේ value කරලා නම් එතකොට so you can understand it clearly. Right. I'll do it in the board. මම ඒක board එකේ කරා. Right. I'll clean the board. So here you have 5 different angles, right? In the third question, right? Page number 5. Page number 5. Third question, right? Examples of supplementary angles, right? Angle A 158 degrees, angle B 67 degrees, right? Angle C 22 degrees, right? Then angle D 52 degrees, right? Angle E 113 degrees, right? So they are asking from you, right? They are asking from you to find the supplementary angle of this angle, right? Pair of supplementary angles, right? Which pair gives you 180? Right? If you add these two, if it is equal to 180, that is called a supplementary angle. If you add B and C, if the summation gives you 180 degrees, B and C will be pair of supplementary angles, right? If you add E and D, the summation will be equal to 180 degrees. Then that pair is called supplementary angles. Now we are going to find that which pair, right, gives you 180 degrees, so that it becomes the supplementary angles, and that pair becomes a supplementary angles, right? So if you add these two, A plus B, it is more than 180 degrees, right? 150 plus 67, more than 180, right? 158 plus 22, AC 1, AC 158 plus 22, 8 plus 2, 10, 8, super, 180 degrees, right? So pair of A and C, these are supplementary angles, pair of supplementary angles, right? A and C. Because the summation, if you get the summation of these two, it will give you 108, right? Then 67, 22, no. 22, 52, no. Then 113, 22, no, it is less than 180. 113 and 52, let's compare that. E plus B. E means 130, this one. D means 52. If you get the summation, 3 plus 2, no, that's not. That's not. Let's take E and B, E and B, EB, EB. E is 130, B is 67, right? 67. 10 remaining nice, 180, right? EB. These two also giving me the 180 degrees. So B pair is also a complementary pair. Supplementary and. Sorry. So EB gives me 180. So the next pair is E comma B. Right? Only these two answers can be there. Right? A, C and EB. Those are the pairs of supplementary angles. Supplementary. Supplementary 180. Right? Right. Oh, so this is it. Put any unclear point? Please ask from me any unclear point up to now. Do you have any? Any unclear point from this? No. Put it in the chat. Hi. Super. Okay, buddy. I'm going to share the screen again. Right. Do this. Make a run. This one, this one, this one, right? Complete the first one. Complete the first one. And send me the answers. Tagga. Do it fast. Complete the first. Send me the answers fast. Complement of 65. Supplement of 65. Complement of 70. Supplement of 7. Complement of 25. Supplement of 25. Complement of 1. Supplement of 5. I think someone of you send me. Okay, Aksari has sent me all the answers. Nice. Serula got the second place. Aksari got the first place. Deepak. Patta. You guys need to be fast. Nevinu, you need to send me all the answers. Irusha got the third place. Superb. Selus got the fourth place. Nice. Devuhara got the fifth place. Superb. Right. They also got the sixth place. Nevinu, seventh. Sinara, eighth. Okay, Niyama, super good. With the ninth, super. Right, okay, buddy. Now look at the board. I am going to discuss. Alright. Put the wait time. I'm seeing something in the board. Or something in my screen. Right. Okay, buddy. Now this is it. Medine. So here I have complement. Here I have supplement. Right? Complementary angle, supplement. When you hear the word complementary, it is 90 degrees. Right? Supplementary 180. Okay. Right? Now they are asking from you, what is the complementary angle of 65? Complementary. Complementary are 90. 90 minus 65. 90 minus 65, 25. Right? 25 degrees. Complementary angle of 70 degrees. Complementary angle of 70 degrees. 90 minus 70, 20 degrees. Complementary angle of 25 degrees, the other way around, it is 90 minus 25 means 65 degrees. And complementary angle of 1 degrees, 90 minus 1, 89. Right. Now you have to fill the supplementary. Supplementary 180. When you hear the word supplementary or you see the S, supplementary, S for supplementary, 180 degrees. Supplementary angle of 65 degrees, 180 minus 65, what is it? 115. Yes, 150. Okay? 150, right? Right. So 180 minus 70. 180 minus 70. 110. Supplementary angle of 25 degrees. Supplementary angle of 25 degrees. 180 minus 25. 180 minus 25. 155. 155 degrees. Supplementary angle of 1 degrees. 180 minus 1. Right? 180 minus 1 means 179. Right? So these are the answers. Right? These are the answers. Right. Super. Javiru, what is the 555? The answer before the last one? Typing mistake, right? Hallelujah. So, interval link. I will give you the interval. Right? So, take your interval today. Then after that, we are going to move to the next part. Right? We are meeting. මේ ඊට කලින් මම පොඩ්ඩක් පොඩි කතාවක් කියන්න හරිද? කවුද අපේ මේ කිරුෂගෙයි කවුද දෙව්හාරගේ මල්ලි නංගි ඉන්නවනේ පොඩි අය දෙන්න හරිද? මේ එවුන් දෙන්න ඇවිල්ලා එක එක ඔබනවා කරදර කරනවා එන විකාර කොටයි මට පේනවා හරිද? ඒතර මම පොඩක් බලන් හිටියේ හරිද? එතකොට කිරුෂගේ මල්ලිත් ඇවිල්ලා මොකක් හරි මොකල්ලා එල්ල යනවා. දෙව්හාරගේ නංගිත් පිටිපස්සේ ඇවිල්ලා ඔළුව දාලා යනවා හරිද? මේ එතකොට මම පොඩක් බලන් හිටියේ හරිද? ඒකයි මම කැමරා සූම් කරන්න කියන්නේ. හරි? ඒ හිරුෂාන් ඕෆ් කරා කැමරා. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ මේ මට පුංචි කාලේ කවුරුත් හිටියේ නෑ. හරිද? මම තමයි තනි එක්කෙනා. හරිද? ඒකින්ද මට ඒව දකිද්දි ටිකක් දුකයි. ඇයි මට පොඩි කාලේ කවුරුත් හිටියේ නෑ. හරිද? මම තමයි තනි එක්කෙනා. හරිද? ඒකින්ද මම තනි ළමයා. හරිද? ඒකකොට මේ පොඩි කාලේ මම කෙන ඕවට දුකෙන් හිටියේ. ඇයි මට මල්ලි කෙනෙක්වත් නංගි කෙනෙක්වත් නෑ. හරිද? ඒකින්ද මේ සෑහෙන දුකකින් හිටියේ. හරි? එතකොට හැබැයි ඒකේ ගුණේ මේ මම මගේ වැඩ තනියම කරගන්න පුරුදු වුණා. හරිද? එතකොට මට දුක හිතුණාම මට දුක ෂෙයා කරගන්න කෙනෙක් නැහැ. හරිද? කියන්න කෙනෙක් නැහැ. එතකොට අම්මයි තාත්තයි විතරයි හිටියේ. හරිද? එතකොට ඔයාලට නංගි මල්ලි ඉන්නවා. ඒකින්ද හොඳට යාලා ආදරෙන් බලා ගන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? හරි එතකොට මේ අනංගි හරි මල්ලි හරි අයියා හරි අක්කා හරි කවුරු හරි ඒකින්ද යාලත් එක්ක හොඳට සමගියෙන් මේ හරි ආදරෙන් ඉන්න ඕන. හරිද? එතකොට මේ මට ඒව දකිද්දි මේ ටිකක් දුකයි. ඇයි මට පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳන් කවුරුත් මේ වෙනකම් ඉඳලා නැහැ. දැන් ඉන්නවා මගේ අනිත් එක්කෙනා මගේ වයිෆ් ඉන්නවා. හරි? එතකොට එයාගේ අක්කලා මල්ලිලා එයාට කෝල් කරනකොට හැම ඉතින් මට හිතෙනවා කවුරුත් නැහැනේ මට කෝල් කරලා මගේ ගැන බලන්න. අම්මයි තාත්තයි යරුණාම මේ එහෙම වෙන කවුරුත් නැහැනේ මට කියලා එයා පොළුවට එනවා මට. හරිද? හැබැයි ඒක මට දැනෙන්න දුන්නේ නැහැ ඒගොල්ලෝ. හරිද? අම්මයි තාත්තයි. එයාලා මාව හොඳට බලාගත්තා. එතකොට මේ තනි ළමයා වුණාම වාසිය තමයි හරිද? තනි එක්කෙනා වුණාම වාසිය තමයි හරිද? මම මොනවද ඉල්ලන්නේ අරන් දෙනවා. හරි? මට බයිසිකල්ද කම්පියුටර්ද හරිද? අනිත් අයට පහු වෙලා හම්බෙන ඒවා මට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මට ෆස්ට් කම්පියුටර් එක හම්බුනේ මම ග්‍රේඩ් 7 වලදී. හරි? ග්‍රේඩ් 7 කියන්නේ ඔයාලා එතකොට ඉපදිලත් නැද්ද මන්ද? 2000 2000 2000 2000 මම 2001 තමයි මේ ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් කරේ grade 5 2003 2003 වල තමයි මට ෆස්ට් කම්පියුටර් එක හම්බුනේ. හරි තාත්තරන් දුන්නා. එතකොට මේ අර ඒකේ වාසිය තමයි තනි ළමයා වෙන එකේ වාසිය තමයි මේ අර ඉල්ලුවාම දෙනවා. හරි ඒක ලැබෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ මට මේ ඔය නෑ මම තනි දැන් නිවාඩු කාලේම හම්බුණාම මේ දැන් නංගිලා මල්ලිලා ඉන්නේ ගමේනේ. ඒකල මාව යවනවා ගමේ. හරිද? ගිහිල්ලා සති 3ක් විතර මේ ඉඳලා තමයි එන්නේ. හරිද? ඒව දේවල් තිබ්බා. හැබැයි නමුත් at the end හරි දුබයි. ඒ ඉඳලා එනකොට එහෙම අඬාගෙන එන්නේ හොඳේ. එන්න බෑ කියාගෙන එන්නේ. හරිද? ගෙදර ඇවිල්ලා දවසක් විතර අඬනවා. ඇයි අරගොල්ලෝ නැතුව මට පාළුයි. ගෙදර කවුරුත් නැහැනේ. හරිද? ගෙදර ඉන්නේ අම්මයි තාත්තයි විතරයි. තාත්තාත් වැට්ට ගියාම අම්මා විතරයි. හරි? ඒකින්ද මේ අර එතකොට තනිකමක් පාළුවක් එහෙම දැනුණාම ඒක ෂෙයා කරගන්න කෙනෙක් නැහැ. එතකොට හරි අමාරුයි පොඩි කාලේදී. පොඩි කාලේදී එහෙම වන්නක් කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ගෙදරක at least there should be at least two. හරිද? ඒක ඉතින් අර අම්මලා දැන් සමාජයේ දැන් තියෙන ආර්ථික තත්ත්වයත් එක්කත් ඉතින් අමාරුයි ඉතින්. එහෙම මේන්ටේන් කරන්න. එහෙම ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා ඉතින්. ඔයාලා දකින්න නැතකොට ඔයාලා තාම චූටි ළමයි. හරි? චූටි පැටවුනේ ඒකින්ද මේ ඒකේ බර යන්නේ අම්මටයි තාත්තටයි තමයි. හරි. but මොනවා වුණත් මන්නම් කියන්නේ at least there should be two children. හරි. මොකද අයියයි මල්ලි අක්කයි මල්ලි නංගි මල්ලි whatever අර උන් දෙන්න ගහ මරාගෙන හරි කොහොම හරි දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නවනේ. ඒකින්ද ඒක ලොකු දෙයක් හොඳයි අයියා. හරිද? අරකට මොනවා හරි වුණොත් බලා ගන්න එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. හරිද? එහෙනම් මට නෑ දැන් ඉන්නවා ඉතින් මගේ වයි. හරි. ඒව තමයි. හරි ඔය පුතේ. මට මැසේජ් එකක් ඇවිල්ලා දෙනවා බලන්න. ශෙහන්සලත් ඉන්නේ යා විතරයි. Okay. I got my first computer this year. Sabiru කියනවා I got my first computer this year. Right. You guys got the right. Grade 8 නේ. මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වඩා හොඳයි. මම grade 7 වල ගත්තේ. සවිරු කියනවා යාගේ first computer එක ගත්තේ මේ year එකේලු. එතකොට grade 8 නේ. හරි. ඒකින්ද මේ මං හිතනවා මම ඔයාලට වඩා හොඳයි කියලා. grade 7 වල ගත්තේ 2003. හරි. එතකොට ඉපදිලා නෑනේ. නෑ. නෑනේ. හරි. Okay. හරි පුතේ. I turn to page number 6. Turn to page number 6. අපි පොඩ්ඩක් theory ටික cover කරලෙමු. Let's then go back to the more questions. Turn to page number 6. Right? Page number 6. Adjacent angles. Kind of an important thing. Kind of an important keyword. Adjacent angles. Right? That is very important, like complementary angles and supplementary angles. Right? We did it earlier. We did it earlier, and now we are going to discuss adjacent angles. What are these adjacent angles? Pair of angles are adjacent. What is the meaning of that? Those angles are situated, those angles are located, right? Very closer to each other, right? In either side of a common arm. Either side of a common arm. Okay, let's do that. Now, Putha, please focus on the board. Don't do anything. I will give you the time to write. Alright? Right? Page number 6. Page number 6. Adjacent angles. Right? Adjacent angles. right? Adjacent angles, right? Now I will draw something like this. Now look at the board. Right? And I will mark this angles. P, this angle Q. Now we are going to identify whether we have adjacent angles or not. Adjacent angles or not. Now we are going to figure it out whether this P and Q are adjacent or not. Are adjacent or not. Right? Right. So here I will mark this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is O. Right? And I can tell there are two angles. There are two angles. Right? And there are three arms. Three arms. OA, first arm. OB, second arm. OC, third arm. So there are three arms. Right? This is the first arm, OA. OC is the third arm. Right? Okay. OB is the second arm, the middle arm. That is the middle arm. But it is common for, right? This OB is common for both P and Q. Then both P and Q angles, right? This OB arm is common. Both P and Q angles. Right? So that I can tell this OB is the common arm. Right? These are very important words. Common arm. This OB. Right? Right. OA, OB, OC. OA, OB, OC arms are intersecting each other at point O. OA, OB, OC, those three arms are intersecting at O. So that this O can be represented as, we can say a name. That name is common vertex. This is called common vertex. Common vertex. These are very important words. Common vertex. Right, Budhi. Please draw this one. Right, to your left hand side. Right, draw this picture onto your left hand side. Chirag is saying, got my third phone for this year. Nice, superb. So, be wise to put your phone for good use. Right? Be wise to put your phone for good use. Right? Good use right? And it would be very great if you can learn AI. Right? If you have a phone, very perfectly you can be a master of artificial intelligence, AI. Right? If you know how to handle AI now, you can do anything. you can do anything. For sure. Right? No need to be software engineers, right? So on and so forth. You have to just give the necessary information to the AI. Macha, I need this kind of a software to be generated, right? Please write the code. කියලා කිව්වම ඌ ඒ විදිහට ලියන. Right? If you want to make a website, just give the necessary details to the AI. Right? He will design it. And he will write the code by himself. Right? And you have to just execute. මම දන්නෙත් නෑ සමහර ඒවා. There are a lot of my friends doing that. මගේ යාළුවෝ ඉන්නවා ගොඩක්. They are doing perfect things by using AI. AI වලින් මාර වැඩ ගේලා. Irusha is saying yes. මට තේරෙනවා ඉරුෂා සමහර වෙලාවට උත්තර එහෙම එවනකොට මම ඒකයි අහන්නේ මේ AI වලට දානවද කියලා. ඉරුෂා කියනවා මේ I do my every work by AI. හරි. මතකද මම එක දවසක් ඇහුවා මේ මට නිකන් තේරෙනවා නිකන් AI වලින් ජෙනරේට් කරපු ආන්සර් එකක් ආවා වගේ කියලා එක දවසක් මම කිව්වා. හරි. හරිද? මට ඔක අහුවෙලා දෙනවා grade 9 class එකේත් අහුවෙලා තියෙනවා. ඔයාලගේ class එකේත් අහුවෙලා තියෙනවා. හරි. එතකොට ඔයාලා ප්‍රශ්නේ දාලා AI එකට එයාගේ උත්තරය අරගෙන මට copy කරලා paste කරලා එවනවා උත්තරේ. එතකොට මම දන්නවා මේ උත්තරේ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ කොහෙන්ද කියලා. හරි. හිරුෂ කියනවා එයා AI use කරලා ඔක්කොම කරන්නේ. That's perfect. But
I'm not using AI for answers, sir.
නෑ මම ඔයා කියලා කිව්වේ නෑ. හරි පුතේ නෑ but it's good ඒක super. හරි. So master how to use AI. හරි. Okay. So this is the thing that you need to remember, right? So normally you should have a common arm and a common vertex, right? If you want to find these P and Q to become adjacent angles, if you observe something like common arm and common vertex, right? For this kind of a figure, then you can say P and Q are adjacent angles. And most importantly, these two angles, P and Q angles, should be either sides of this common arm. There should be a common arm, there should be a common vertex, and the angles should be on either sides of the common arm, so that PQ becomes adjacent angles, right? So now I can write please write it with me, right? On the right hand side, right? These are on your left hand side, on the right hand side you can write, right? P and Q angles are adjacent angles. P and Q angles are adjacent angles. Why? But why? I told you the answer, right? Now we are going to figure it out, right? But why? Why? It becomes the adjacent angle. Huh? Why this P and Q becomes adjacent? I told you three things, right? Okay. So sorry, I was disconnected. Right. Alright, okay. So there is a box. There is a box. We are going to write down the definition, right? We are going to write down the definition of adjacent angles. Then we are going to identify the properties. Right. Right. I am going to share the screen. Right. I think it would be easier for me. Right. So this is the box with our adjacent angles. We have drawn that on top of that. Then let's write definition of adjacent angles. Right. Please write here definition of adjacent angles. Right. Now below you can write the definition. A pair of angles which have, right, a pair of angles which have a common, right, it should be which has pair of angles which has a common vertex and a common arm. I told you this one earlier. And a common arm, right, and are located on either sides, the side of the common arm is called a pair of adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Right? So Buddha, this is it. Definition of adjacent angles. Right? Please highlight when I made it. Please highlight this. A pair of angles which has a common vertex, very important, and a common arm, very important, and are located on either side of the common arm. Please highlight this. Is called a pair of adjacent angles. Is called a pair of adjacent angles. Right? Uday, if you finish writing, please let me know. Send D4 done. Send me D4 done to the chat. Okay. Right. Similar done. Okay. Share answer done. Hi. Okay. Right. I will clear the screen. Right. Properties of adjacent angles. Properties of adjacent angles. We know already this one. අපි මේක දැනටමත් දන්නවා. Right. So what are the three properties of adjacent angles? Right. Right. Let's write. Abhiliyum. We know already this one. Right. First one is we should have common vertex. Right. Then second one is we should have common noun. We should have common noun. And third one is those pair of angles should located, right? Pair of angles should locate on either side of common noun. Right? So this is the third property. If these three properties are satisfied, you can say there is a pair of adjacent angles. Shavira, are you having a power cut right now, right? I mean, then are you? Nice. Sorted, right? Alright. Could you please write this and let me know in the chat? Alright. Okay. Okay. Great. Alright. Right. I am going to stop sharing. Right. Right. Okay. So there are three type of angles on the other page, right? So there are three types of figures, right? On the other page number 7, right? The page number 7, there are three types of angles, right? There are three types of angles, right? So I will draw it on the board. Now what they are asking, identify the correct adjacent angles, right? From the marked angles. They have marked. ඒගොල්ලෝ mark කරලා තියෙන්නේ. So what they have marked? A and B. A and B. So you need to tell whether figure 1 is A comma B is adjacent or not, right? So figure 2, the A and B angles are adjacent or not, right? In the figure 3, A and B are adjacent or not. So you need to figure it out. Right? So now first one, right? I will draw. Please now you need to check three things for the first figure. Whether you are having a common vertex, whether you are having a common arm, second one, and the angles, right, which is A and B, are located in either side of the arm, right? Common arm, common vertex, and the given pair of angles are located either side of the common arm. So those three are satisfied, then we can say A and B are adjacent, right? Okay, Budhi. Please analyze the first question and put into the chat whether you are seeing A and B are adjacent or not. Right? Put it in the chat. Chat එකට දාන්න. Chat එකට දාන්න. Please analyze the question. Right? The question is like this. මෙන්න මෙහෙම දී. P Q R S. P Q R S. Right? Please tell me whether A and B are adjacent or not. You have to just send me the answer. Adjacent or not. Or send me Y or N. Yes or no. If you see an adjacent angles, right? If you decide A and B are adjacent, then say Y. Right?
No, sir.
Okay. What about others? What about others?
No, sir.
Okay. No.
No, sir.
Alright. Okay. So your answer is correct. Ne? Why is that? This A and B are not adjacent. What is the reason? Let's figure it out. අපි බලමු. Common vertex. Common arm. Right? Either side of the common arm. මම මේ උදේ පොඩියට ලියුවා. පොඩියට කියන්නේ right? In the third property, right? The pair of angles should be located in either side of the common arm. So it was a very big one. So I have abbreviated it. මම පොඩි කරාවුණා. මේ හරිද? Right. So Buddha.
Sir, that is common arm, no? Common.
Are they?
Common.
Common?
Vertex, no?
There is no common vertex. You are saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, super. Right? So Buddha, we are going to first check whether we are having a common vertex for this pair of angles. Right? So let's see common vertex. Here you have A, here you have B. But can you find any common vertex like this for both of the angles? No, right? You cannot find. There is no common vertex. You cannot find. So this A and B is not a model. Adjacent angle. You cannot find a common vertex. So this A and B are not adjacent angles. Done. Right? So can you find any common now? Yes. Mean QR. QR is common for both A and B. Both A and B common now is QR. Either side of the common noun, right? AB located either side of the common noun. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Make a thirty. This is yes, but this is wrong. So that AB is not a adjacent angles, right? AB not adjacent angles for the figure 1, right? For the figure 1, no, there is no adjacent angles. Right? So second one. Now try to do the second one as well. Try to analyze it. Common vertex, common noun, either side, right? Located in the either side of the common noun. Please try to analyze. What can you say? It is yes or no?
It is adjacent angle.
Uh-huh. It is something like this, second figure. Is it yes or no? This is A. This is B. The answer for this one is no. Make a no. Not adjacent. Okay. Bharat is saying no. Nithula is saying no. Okay, all of you are saying no, right? Hirusha, what did you say? Yes. What is the reason?
So now I'm telling no. I saw the wrong.
මොනවද ඉරිස උත්තර වෙනස් කරන්නේ මේ කියලා මෙහා යනකොට තව එකක් කියන්නේ මොනවද ඉරිස මන්ට කරා
angles එක either side නෙවෙයිනේ තියෙන්නේ.
ඔව් මේවා යා පෑනක් පැටනවා හරි ඉරුෂ බොරු කියනකොට පෑනක් පැටනවා හරි just joking හරි okay second one so do we have a common vertex yes we have a common vertex මේ මෙන්න මෙතන for both of the angles we have a common vertex yes we are having a common vertex are we having a common arm අපිට common arm එකක් තියෙනවද for both of the angles no we do not have any common arms if we disconnect from here මෙතනින් disconnect කරා හැකි නෙමෙයි we can disconnect from middle මෙන්න මෙතනින් we do not have common arm for both A and B we cannot find it so that these two does not become an adjacent because one of the three is wrong so this is not an adjacent angle okay let's check either side of the common noun either side of the common noun right we need to have a common noun either side so we need to have a common noun if this should be satisfied so this is wrong again because we are not having a common noun we cannot even find it in that so the answer is no these are not common adjacent these are not adjacent right so third one it is something like this send me the answer for this it is yes or no
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay
Yes, sir.
anyone is saying no Senoli Senoli, what is your answer? Kiana, Kauda Devhara, what is your answer?
Yes.
Yes. Senoli, Kehansa? Okay, Chaviru is saying no, right? Chirat, what is your answer? Then Senush, what again the chat table? Only I find Agrasari is saying no means for the last only. Okay, all of you are saying this. Janani, what is your answer, Buddhi? Is she saying yes? Okay, Buddhi, man dekha. Mata ek maga yaar. Right. Okay. Netula, did I miss it? On a case, on it, case. Only one has sent me the answer, right? Chaviru is saying no. Chaviru, why are you saying no? Chaviru, ignore. Chaviru. So I said yes to how you want no okay or the man they can know it. They ඔක්කොම yes දාලා අඩි මට වැරදිලාද නෑ ඔබ දැක්කනේ ඉන්න පුර මට මැවිලා මෙවනද
I give the edited message now.
edited message නේ ඒක තමයි already කළා okay so පුතා මේ this should not be මේක නෑ why is that okay let's check it out common vertex can you find yes
Yes.
whether here you have common vertex okay common noun. Can anyone tell me what is the common noun of here of that picture? Sorry. What is the common noun?
A-O-A-O-B-O-C.
O and OB දෙකක් තියෙන්න බෑ common noun. Common noun common. Only one. How it becomes?
B.
Yes.
OB.
Not OB.
Sir, B.
No, it should be OA. Common noun. Because they have marked something like this. මෙන්න මෙහෙම mark කරලා තියෙනවා. They have marked මෙන්න මෙහෙම. You need to be very careful. This B angle from OA to OB, right? It is measured from OA to OB by using a small arrow. Right? Then, how we are going to measure the angle A, simple A, from OA to OC? It begins from here to here. So that OA becomes the common noun. There is a common noun. That is OA, not OB. Alright? OB will be a common noun if you measure your A like this. Now your OB is a common noun. But in the figure, we have marked it like this. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? That angle, simple angle A, right, is measured from OA. Right? So that your common noun will be OA, not OB. Right? Like here. Right? This angle begins from here. This angle begins from here to here. Right? Only that part. Right? But according to that, the simple angle A has been measured from here to here, all the way around, so that OA becomes a common noun. And now tell me, can you find this A and B are either side of the common arm or not? Either side or same side? If OA is the common arm, this small angle B and this angle A are either side of the common arm or not? Therunada, understood?
Yes, sir.
So that this is yes or no? Correct or wrong?
Correct.
Either side or not? Alright, tell me. Now, either side, if this is the common arm, AB either side or same side? Either side or same side?
Either side.
Now
Either
this-
side.
Either sides. Alright?
Either side.
Okay. Yes, this is either side. Now, if this is the common arm, B is here, A is here. Either side or same side?
Same
side.
side.
Same side. Now tell me, either side or same side? If
Either
the
side.
common arm is OA.
Same side.
Huh? Same side. Yes, same side. Why is that? Same side ne? Because පුතා මෙතන ඔයාලා tricky point එක තමයි. The tricky point here is මෙන්න මෙහෙම. I will draw it again. This is O, this is A, this is O, this is A. හරි? This is OB. This is OC. හරිද? This is OC. Angle B is here. මෙන්න මෙයා තමයි angle B. Right? What can you say about angle A? Is it this part or whole thing? Only this part or whole thing?
Whole thing.
Whole
Whole
thing.
thing.
The whole angle, the entire angle from here to here. Right? The B continues from here to here. But, sorry, this is A, ne? Yes. This A continues from here to here. Mean all the way around, but this is here. But when we compare this and this, right? This P angle is only this part. Q angle is only this part. So, if this is the common arm, OB is the common arm, they are on both sides. They are on both sides. But here, if this is the common arm, when the moon are common arm, what can you say about A and B? Are they on either side or same side? This A and B are located in either sides or same side. Here,
Same.
same side. So, make either side of the common arm, name it. It is wrong. This is wrong. Right? This is wrong. So none of these figures are adjacent. Right? None of these can be categorized into adjacent angles. This is not a pair of adjacent angles. This is not a pair of adjacent angles. This is not a pair of adjacent angles. Because, right? One of these things are wrong. Right? One of these three properties are wrong. So this is no, this is no, this is no. Right? Uday, do you have any questions from the last part? අරකේ තේරුම් නැති එකක් තියෙනවද මොකක් හරි? No adjacent angles can be found. Right? Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, no adjacent angles. Okay, they are not understood. Tell me. Very important. මම ඒක කිව්වේ very tricky කියලා ඔබ. හරි
Yes, sir.
important. තේරුණාද?
Yes, sir.
හරි. කවුද? නෙතුල. හරි පුතේ. We are going to move to the adjacent. පුතේ මේක ලියාගත්තද? Did you write this? Completed, right?
Yes.
Okay, පුතේ. හරි. I am going to share the screen. මම share කරන්න යන්නේ screen එක. Right. Adjacent angles on a straight line. මේක තමයි තියෙන පට්ටම ලේසි මේක, right? Very easy. Right. Right. Okay, please write it with me. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Right. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Right. Today, please write the sum of the angles around. The sum of the angles around a point on a straight line located on one side of the straight line. I will explain this later. Straight line is 180. So you know this one already. The sum of the angles around a point on a straight line located on one side of the straight line is 180 degree. So there you know this one already. Yeah, they make all done now. Right? Very basically, summation of the angles on a straight line 180. Summation of the angles on a straight line 180. So that is it. මේක තමයි ඒ. හරි. So please write until I clear the board.
Done, sir.
Right. Right now I am clearing the board. Wait. Alright. Okay. Now I am going to come into the board. Right. Right. So the adjacent angles on a straight line in straight line. So very basically adjacent angles on a straight line. Right? So this is it. Straight line. SA. SriLanka. Right? Adjacent angle on SriLanka. SA. And anyway, straight line. Right? So there is a small empty space down the box. Our box eකට බලන්න පොඩි space එකක් තියෙනවා. But before writing these things, right? Please pay your attention on the board. The things that I am explaining, right? So right, adjacent angles on a straight line. So this is your straight line. Okay? Make a straight line. This is a straight line. On top of this straight line, you might have something like this. Now, this is the common vertex, this is the common arm, and either side of the common arm you have these two angles, 90 degrees and 90 degrees. Ned? So the adjacent angles on a straight line, if you get the summation of those, it will be equal to 180 degrees. Right? So that you can write, if this is 90 degrees, you already know if this is 90 degrees, right? You can write down the summation 90 degrees plus 90 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Right? So this is one case. Make a case. Right? Again, I will take another one. This is my straight line. On top of this straight line, right? In one side of this straight line, on one side of this straight line, I have something like this. This is 50 degrees. This angle is 130 degrees. So if you get the summation, you might have 180. 50 degrees plus 130 degrees gives you 180. So this is it. Adjacent angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. Clear, brother? Correct? So shall I take another one? I am taking something like this. $60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Adjacent angles, correct? Adjacent angles on a straight line. If you add them together, 60 degrees plus 60 degrees plus 60 degrees. 180. Mean? Do you see that? Here. I will say another one. This pair, this is 90 degrees. Because right angle, 90 plus, sorry, 90 and 60. 90 and 60, pair of adjacent angles. Common arm is this. 60 and 30, pair of adjacent angles. Common arm is this. Common vertex is this. Either side you can find 60 and 30. Right? So if you add these three angles together on top of a straight line, 90 plus 60 plus 30, it will give you again 180. And summation of adjacent angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. Keep that in your mind. Right? Please draw these things. Do it fast. Agahar. And send me D once you done.
Done, sir.
Okay, super. What about others? Right. Could you please draw these figures? after, right at the bottom of the page number 7. There is a little bit of space. Page number 7, bottom part. Yes. Draw these 4 figures and write down this. The concept that you need to understand is, if you get the summation, right, of all the angles on a straight line, it will be equal to 180 degrees. Right? If you get the summation of all the angles on a straight line, it will be equal to 180 degrees. අර කවුද අර ඉන්නේ හබීබ්ද කියලා අර TikTok දකද කරන්නේ අර මෙහෙම කරන්නේ ඒ වගේ තමයි 180 degrees, right? Summation of all the angles on a straight line on one side is equal to 180 degrees. හරි ඔයගොල්ලෝ
I done my work, sir.
හරිද?
I done my work, sir.
හරි. Yeah, හබීලි නේ. Yes. හරිද? Okay. Now I am going to do the hardest question. හරිද? Turn to page number 8. Page number 8. Page number 8. Example number 4. Now look at the board. Right? Now look at the board. Right? They are asking find x, 2x, 3x. You have to find these values. Right? By looking at the figure. So what is the figure? There is a straight line measure like this. There is a straight line. A straight line never. Right? This is 90 degrees, right angle. This angle is 2x. This angle is 3x. Right? 2x, 90 degrees, 3x. 2x, 90 degrees, 3x. Right? So, what we have done earlier, on top of a straight line, if you get the summation of all the angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay. I am going to use that. So 2x, this is 90 degrees plus 3x, right? So I can write 2x plus 90 degrees plus 3x equals to what? Equals to which number? 100 and yes, 180. Right? So, how we are going to simplify this 2x and 3x? What would be the answer? Apple plus apple. What is the answer?
5x.
Excellent. 5x. So, here you have 2 apples and 3 apples. 2 apples plus 3 apples. Altogether 5 apples. That means 2x plus 3x, 5x. Plus 90 equals 180. Now what? How you are going to do this? How you are going to do this one? Please put it. Example number 4 and write this and please solve this. Make a matter. Uttara for x. What is the answer for x? Do it.
5x 180 minus 90.
Super. Excellent. Right? Put it. Please write this and send me the answer for x. For the example number 4. Please write. Right? Understand the concept. Please write this and do whatever you want to do. What karanna ඕන දේ කරන්න. Send me the answer for x to the chat. I want to see who finishes first. Okay, Ansaria sent me the answer. Nice, super. She got the first place. I do not know whether this is correct or wrong, but yes, yeah, okay. The second place for Neville, third Nirujan, super. Cellular fourth, nice. Cellular X is 54. 54 වෙනවද? Chaviru, yes. Cellular, please check your simplification. Yes, Farah. Super. Yes, they were. Yes. Yes, self. Yes. Shyamsa, yes. Oh, super. Niyan. ඔයාලා හොඳයි ඈ. හරි. grade 9 වල අයියලා අක්කලත් මේවා විසඳන්නේ නැහැ. ලැජ්ජා බෑනේ. හරි. Very shame. Right? Okay. So 5x plus 90. If you have plus 90 on your left hand side, if you want to remove that, you are going to do the opposite thing of that. Plus 90, the opposite thing is negative 9. Right? So here 5x, right? Plus 90 you are going to remove from your left hand side so that you are going to negate 9 from both sides. Right. Plus 90, negative 90. Same number with different signs. So 0. Same number with different sign. Cancel out, cancel out. I am giving you at 90 apples. I am taking back that 90 apples again. How many apples are with you? 0 apples. So cancel out, cancel out. So now you have 5x equals 180 minus 90. The answer is 9. Right? So now here you have 5 times x. 5 multiplied by x. What is the opposite thing of multiplication?
Division.
So division. So if you want to remove this 5, you are going to divide both sides by 5. Divide both sides by 5. Like this. So Pooja, you can have the answer for x. I'll write it here. 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 1, 5. X equals 90 divided by 5. 18 degrees. Now you can find 2x, 3x. Very easy, ne? If you know x, you can find 2x, 2 times x. 2 times 18, 36. 36 degrees. 3x, 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 3x means 3 times this. 54, right? So කවුද අපේ සෙනුල එවල තියෙන්නේ this answer දන්නේ නැහැ right? සෙනුල for the 3x දන්නේ නැහැ right? හවුද? Please do example number 2. Example number 2 කරන්න please send me the answer to the chat. Do it fast. අයියෙන් කරන්න. I want to see who finishes first. Do example number 2.
Sir, when the class end?
Which time do you want to end? 9:45. 9:45. I am doing an individual class for Kauda Pe Farah. Farah?
That's the answer.
Okay. Yes. Chavil has sent me both answers. Chirat, why are you silent? Girusha, where is your answer? For X. What is the answer for X?
Sir, X is 50.
But the plus के बता देंगे.
Sir, the full answer. The final.
Okay. Right. Now I got it. Super. Cellular. What is 80? What is 80? 150. I'm confusing. Yes, Neville. Yes, answer. Yes. Okay, this one is what is here. Make it easy. Huh? Right, I will do it. Pange karana. Right, example number 2. Example number 2. Right, find x and 2x. Right, they are asking from you to find x and 2x. So this is the figure. Right? Straight line. On that there are 3 angles. This is 30 degrees. This is x and this is 2x. So now up to now what have you learned? If you get the summation of all the angles on the straight line equals to 180 degrees, so that you can find x. X. I am beginning from here. X plus 30 plus 2x equals 180 degrees. Are there any apple terms? Yes. X plus 2x. Apple plus 2 apple. 3 apples. 3x. 3x plus 30 degrees equals 180. If you want to remove this one, 3x plus 30 minus 30, you have to do the opposite thing of positive 30, that is negative 30 from both sides. Cancel out. Now you have 3x on the left hand side. 180 minus 30 gives you 150. Now divide both sides by 3 because you need to remove this 3 in order to find the value of x. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 1, 3. X equals 150 divided by 3. Right? 3 times 5, 15, 0. So 50. X equals 50 degrees. So you can calculate 2x. 2x means 2 times 50. 100 degrees. So Buddha, these are the answers. Are the all clear? No questions up to now?
No, sir.
No. Super.
No, sir.
Okay. Now Farad Farad ඇහුවනේ කියන දේ ඉවර ගන්න කියලා. ඒක නිසා now I am ending. අනේ ඔන්න ෆරක් කිව්ව එක තමයි ඉවර ගන්නවා. මොකද පුනේ? දෙවවර මොකක් කරේ ඇහුවද?
සර් මේ ගණන් දැන් මේක අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ geometric maths නේ.
පුතේ පොඩ්ඩක් මට ඇහෙනවමදි. කියන්නකෝ